Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Jiu Jitsu Flow. This is a bodyweight workout based on Jiu Jitsu and grappling techniques. All are solo movements, no equipment or partner required. Okay, this is gonna have an emphasis more on a cardio, so we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. We're gonna have stand-up movements as well as ground movements. So get some space, follow along, and hope you enjoy. First, we're gonna start out with our breath work. Okay, we're gonna do 1 minute and begin. So when we're breathing, we're focused on drawing the belly button in on the exhale. And we wanna have quick breaths to warm everything up. Okay, you can start trying to exhale 1 time per second. Okay, you can put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. We only wanna have our belly moving. So again, we're exhaling and we're drawing the belly button in. Okay, we're automatically gonna inhale, so I really just want you to focus on the exhale. As you gain more control of your diaphragm, you can start doing faster breaths, so maybe you're able to get 2 or 3 exhales per second. Here we go, 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. Okay, first movement is going to be a collar drag defense. Okay, it's similar to a gorilla pass, but here's the movement. So we're going to go right side for 30 seconds, and then we'll go left side. So we're starting with the right leg forward. And think of our opponent doing a collar drag, okay, where they're trying to trip our foot. This is a great way to evade that movement. But it looks just like a gorilla pass, similar footwork. Good, okay, now let's go left side. And whatever hand or whatever leg is in front, that same side hand will be going down first. And we're just kind of high stepping the opponent's outside leg when they go to trip us with the drag. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, now we're gonna go into an outside single leg. And then what we're gonna do is combine both movements together. It's a good defensive to offensive attack. All right, here we go. Let's go right side first. Remember, when we do the outside single, our back leg is the leg that's gonna be coming up first, because when we catch that single, we wanna drive our opponent forward. At 30 seconds, we're gonna switch sides. Good, okay, let's switch sides. Now we're going left leg. Again, our back foot is stepping forward. You want that back foot to envision stepping and taking that step forward. We're stepping in between our opponent's legs, driving them forward. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, now we're gonna combine both movements. So we're going from a defensive movement, the collar drag defense, right into an outside single. Okay, here we go, 3, 2, 1, and begin. We're gonna stay with the right side for 1 minute. So we evade the collar drag, then we're going right into an offensive movement, which is outside single. This works better with the collar. I'm saying collar drag because it generally, I've found success with this in the gi. The arm drag in no gi, it's a little different. But this collar drag defense, I found it to work pretty good. And then, as always, we want to be able to go from a defensive movement right into an offensive attack. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Good. All right, we're going to switch sides now. Left leg will be forward. You always want to be comfortable on both sides. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Left side. We're going to go a collar drag defense right into an outside single leg, driving that back foot forward. Want everything to be nice and controlled. We're just focusing on footwork. Once you get the movement down, you can speed it up. Really envisioning how this might apply when you're actually training.
It sound right, boys.
It's a great time to go on the offense right after you defend and your opponent's recovering. Instead of you just staying on the defense and going back to a neutral position, try to go straight into an offensive attack. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Nice work. Okay, now we're gonna go into an arm drag. So we're just gonna do the footwork. We're gonna alternate sides. 3, 2, 1, and begin. We're starting with the right side first. We step out, we pull across our body. Let's switch sides. So we're always sidestepping. We want to be gripping our opponent at above their elbow, tricep or armpit area. And we're pulling across, looking where we're pulling. The extended leg, just for the footwork's sake, we're either tripping our opponent's outside foot or we're going to be hooking their inside foot if they step over. But we want to get comfortable being able to sidestep, arm drag on both sides. Here we go, 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do a full arm drag takedown. So we're gonna be lowering our level, extending our leg out. When we lower our level, we want to base on our forearms. Okay. So here we go. Right side first. We sidestep. We drop all the way down. We land controlled on our forearm. We can do a technical stand up to get up. As we do this, we want to make sure that our weight, our upper body, our head, our shoulders are leaning forward. Okay, we want to be going into our opponent. This is the movement, even though it's an arm drag, but think of this movement from a collar drag standpoint, the first defensive movement that we were doing, how it could apply when we're kind of sidestepping or high stepping over that extended leg, right? And if somebody does that, they step over the outside, their outside foot steps over the leg. Us from the offensive standpoint want to try and hook that leg, the inside leg. All right, let's go switch sides now. 3, 2, 1, and begin. We're going left side. Stepping out, left leg's extending. We're landing on our left forearm, nice and controlled. Weight distribution is staying forward as we drop down. The weight wants to stay into our opponent. Forehead is going right into their rib cage. You'd be using it as kind of like a battering ram to drive them up. Granted that they defend a little bit. If they don't defend at all, they're gonna face plant right into the ground. Or we can scissor our legs, come up to take their back. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. Okay, let's go down to the ground from the seated guard position. We're gonna do arm drags from the seated guard. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So let's stick to the right side first. Same concept. We step out, we pull across our body. For the solo drill, we can base onto our forearm. At 30 seconds, we're gonna switch sides. Last one. Now let's go to the left. So we're stepping out with that right, pulling across, posting on our left forearm, weight in our head, everything is staying forward. Ideally here, in order to get back exposure, we're gonna want our head to be higher than our opponent's. 10 seconds.
It sound right, boys.
3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Next movement, we're gonna add 2 movements. So we're gonna do Kimura sit-ups and sliding hip escapes. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So we're gonna do a Kimura sit-up on each side, right into a sliding hip escape on each side. And we're gonna alternate back and forth. The Kimura sit-up, we're using one elbow to post on the ground, the other elbow's connecting to our opposite knee. Sliding hip escape, we're staying low. It's just a great mobility workout, very important movements from the closed guard, hip escape from a lot of different positions. Just try to get a nice pace. We have 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, now we're gonna do an ankle trap elbow escape right into a half guard sweep. Okay, so I'll show you the movement. We're gonna do one side for a minute each. So, straighten leg, ankle trap, we hip escape. We do a scissor with our knees to help us come up. And then we're grabbing or trapping our opponent's leg and sweeping them. Okay. When we trap the ankle, we hip escape. We're doing a knee slice to create space. All right, we want to come up onto our elbow, hook our opponent's far side leg. We're trapping and rolling. Notice when I do the scissor, create space, my upper body scoots back a little bit, gives me space to come up on my elbow. I'm keeping my legs crossed as we roll through the half guard sweep and come on top. Good, let's switch sides.
It sound right, boys.
And guys, please, if any of these movements don't make sense, please shoot me a message. All right, here we go. Trap. And on the scissoring of the knees, when we get to the initial half guard, the scissor is our top knee is wedging right into our opponent's side, like right above their hip. That's the push. The bottom leg is pulling. That's where the scissoring comes from. And it's the bottom leg's keeping them in place with the pull. The top leg knee is pushing into their side, preventing them from coming into us. It's very uncomfortable for them to come into us with this push-pull movement. Okay, then when we're ready, we scoop the far side leg and we can roll. Ten seconds. Let's get one more.
Sound right, boys.
And time. Good. Okay, let's go on our backs for a north-south twist. Three, two, one, and begin. So we want to try to keep our legs straight, together, and off the ground. We're looking to bring our toes all the way up to our shoulder line. This movement is going to allow us to be able to turn back into our opponent when we're in the north-south, when we're on the bottom of the north-south position. But when we do it static like this, is just a great core workout. I'm sure you start feeling it. But the higher we can get our toes, the easier it is to start turning into our opponent. And on the mats, you'll notice if you're doing this correctly, you should be moving forward each time you do a full twist. You'll start moving forward. And if you think about it, your opponent on top of you, that means you'd be moving away from them. And then you can start recovering your guard. Good, in time. Okay, let's go back out to our knees. We're gonna go from the top mount position. We're gonna transition right into a knee on belly, and we're gonna alternate sides.
It sound right, boys.
Here we go. So, in order to have mobility in our legs, to be able to windshield wipe into a knee on belly position, we have to shift our weight into our hands. This is a good concept to remember. Upper body, lower body. When we have a lot of weight, or when we're looking to increase our mobility in our legs, we have to shift the weight to our upper body. Okay, and vice versa. And it's not a bad thing to do, whether we're looking to pass our opponent's guard. We can plant our hands on the ground, okay, which gives us a lot of mobility to start leg pummeling, or when we're in the top mount positions, being able to transition into another position. We put our hands, or our weight into our hands. There we go, last one's 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, almost done. Last movement, we're gonna do a straight leg body fold. Let's work the core. Get a stretch as well. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Legs out, arms out. We're gonna try to be able to get our toes to touch our hands. Don't forget to breathe. We're doing this for the core strength, but also getting comfortable, being able to bring our feet all the way over our head to touch the floor. Go as high as you can go comfortably. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome job, guys. Let's finish up with 1 minute of breathing from the seated position. Again, we're focusing on the exhale. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. You want to start out, if you can exhale and draw the belly button in on each second. That's the first goal. Then as you gain more control of your diaphragm, you want to be able to start doing 2 breaths per second, and then eventually as many as you can. And then once you have that control, we can start learning how to massage the diaphragm and go into different exercises. But just let's focus on the quick breathing right now. Ten seconds. And time. Awesome job, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If so, please subscribe to the channel, like, share with your friends, give me feedback. I love the feedback, looking to improve every day. Practice. See you guys next time. Take care.